All right, we're here again, 33 Media Studio Productions with Jim Mallia, driver of a 13J Limited Sportsman.
Correct.
So we're just going to do the usual thing. And Jim, thanks for taking your time with us. So just
No problem.
people that don't know you, how'd you get into racing? How long you been racing? Give us a background.
Got into racing as a kid, just going every weekend with the family, and it was a normal thing. Got your favorite driver and come down here to the car show on the weekend. So it's kind of cool to be here with my own car and see the little kids running around and grabbing my pictures up. So that's great. This is my third year technically, second year of my own car, on coils now. Did quite well last year, not too bad for being a newbie. So
yeah,
we'll see what we can do this year.
I remember seeing the progress on social media. We're getting the car ready and the race stuff, and you know, we always go and watch him. Like, yeah, Jim, he lives. You know, I tell the kids, Jim lives. He might as well be our neighbor because you know out where we live, if someone's within 20 minutes of your neighbor.
It's your neighbor. Yeah.
So that's cool. So, I mean, how did last season go? Did you learn a lot? Was it a big learning curve when you first got into it, or talk to us about it?
Yeah, I mean, it helped running Lance's bar car the year before. The coils are a different setup, you know, and I have support from other racers, a lot of different people to go to for that book work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a one-man show, so I do it all myself, so I have to figure it out, and that really pushes you forward, and I think the car is going to be way better this year. I tore it all the way down, put all the shocks, new shocks. We went to Integras, came off the Foxes. I don't know. I want to get the one more year as a limited and get that good book work in there, and then try sportsman next year. Try my hand with the bigger guys.
Try to move up a class, maybe.
Yeah,
is that going to be dependent on how you do this year, or
no? I'm just gonna go. I mean, you got to rip the Band-Aid off, and you know you're only as good as your competitors. Not that we have horrible drivers in the limited, but I want to go further. So
good.
Take a shot at the heavyweights for sportsmen.
So was last year like a learning thing, or are we looking for or were you concerned about where you finished in points, or you know what did the season wind up for you?
Well, we kind of did a partial season. We didn't do every race. That kind of hurt us. I was in 10th in points. We went to family vacation in Myrtle Beach, and then I watched me drop right off and drop back to 12th in points. So this year I'm shooting for the top 5 in championship points. Got a couple wins. Go from there. I mean, it's going to be dedication from me and my family. You know, as a racer, you're always away. So we'll see where the season goes, but definitely a couple wins and looking for a championship or top 5.
Wow, I like it. Got the bar set high. Got some goals for yourself.
You got to put it somewhere. So
that's awesome. So that's really cool. So you know, we touched on last year and how you did, and you're progressing, moving up, and we kind of talked about this before we started on the camera. But there's one thing that you could change or do better or do differently that would help you going into this next season from last year. What would it be?
I would put it on the setup. Switching to the Integras, I got a little more help from Dennis Palmetier. He's a great dude. And Seth and Ward, they know the Integras, so it's going to be a little bit easier tuning. They weren't too familiar with the shocks, the Fox shocks, so that's going to help. But I would say mostly just the seat time and trying some different things, loosen the car up a little bit, a little bit faster. Try to stay to the inside. For some reason, I got a tendency to go to the outside line, and it's not the quickest, but I'm very comfortable on the outside for some reason. So
not a lot of people are. They get scared to think of that wall's going to come quick. But
the wall, and then the other problem is somebody spins out, and where do they go? They're right in front of you. So it's you got to have the reflexes, and you got to read the field as you're going. So it's a tough line, but for some reason I'm comfortable out there. But I'll stick to the inside.
If everyone's down the bottom, you got to run where there ain't sometimes.
Exactly.
Right?
It's open door on the outside, so you got to take it.
So it sounds like just more seat time, which everyone's always looking for, and fill that notebook up.
Just you got to have that book going into things. You can't. You can't half it. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta have a decent setup, especially going into the sportsman. You got some really great guys that are up there, and they've got the experience and they've got the backing. And, so they're fast, and that's who you want to try to beat.
Yeah. Well, that's
you
a
can't
good
put
outlook.
a major league team against a little league team all the time. You got to step up to better competitors and
Yep.
push yourself. So
Yeah. Well, that sounds like you've got a good goals in mind and looking forward to next year. And maybe, well, we haven't hit the first race of this year yet,
Yeah.
but we're, it's good. It's good to have things to shoot for. And when you do it, you can do it halfway, but is that really fun? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was talking to Bonnie Mortensen earlier. I said, there's no reason to cheat because you're only cheating yourself.
Yep.
So I do everything by the book the best I can. There's a gray area. You're better off asking somebody so you got it right. Because when I pull in the victory lane, I want to know I won it,
Yeah.
and they're not going to pull from me for something silly. So
Right.
you try to play by every rule and just personal goals and push yourself.
There you go.
So,
It's a hard work. It's
Yeah,
hard work that
that's
gets
right.
it. So, well, awesome. Now, who do you? Obviously, the car looks beautiful. So, who do you have to thank for getting you here and all that?
We'll start with the big sponsor, John Bretz. Awesome. He was on board. He wanted to sponsor me when I was in Lance's car. So we got our own car. So John's Firewood and Tree Service. His family member Brett's Stump Grinding, Jacob, Josh Geida with Snap-on, Marlowe's Meats. We've got my sister and brother-in-law's Party Undercover, Thermal Control down there at the Stove Factory, DJ Brian Keller, Clapper's Bar, Glass Bar over in Schoharie. This here is a new addition too. It's the Turn 4 top row game. They're just a bunch of guys up there rooting for me, and they threw some money together, so they wanted to be on the car.
Nice.
House Cave Central Store, or self-storage, I should say. Who am I missing? Ronnie Constantino from East Coast Rod Shop, Beetle Racing, Seth Martin and them. Winnette Butler on the back of the car. She works for Country Boy Realty.
Yep.
I thank her. And then Northway Construction. They do a bunch of cleanup. You come in and you have an old building you need redone. They come in and clean things up. The best of my knowledge that I've seen. They're a good company. They're right on board. They're just super busy. So I'm looking to see if they get down here this year and they want to do a track day. They want to do a whole thing. So I try to get them hooked up with Deo maybe, and they can do a whole day of it. And just thank the family. It's the support and as you know the I don't want to say too many bad words, but the bitching of you're never here and you love that car more than I do. But no, I love my family and the support I get from them guys. So.
It's a big sacrifice all the way around,
It is,
from
so.
family and everything for the
Huge shout out
time
to
and the
them.
dedication. So
Yep. So I think I got everybody. That's about it. So
very good. Well, let me get a shot of the car and looks good, Jim. We want to thank you for your time and good luck this year.
all right, thank you.